Released December 2021 for the Quest 1 and 2 by indie developer Anomos Studios out of Greece, Bionic Hunter the Ancient Sword is an ambitious VR wave shooter which seems to be one of the Quest platform's best kept secrets. Bionic Hunter feels heavily inspired by the more recent Doom games, and I've got to say a special hats off to the one-man development studio for creating this. It's currently available through App Lab, but really deserves to be on the official Quest store. If you like what you see in this review, I've got keys up for grabs. Stick around to see how you could win a free copy. But even if you don't grab it in the giveaway, go support the developer, as this game definitely deserves more attention. Let's see what Bionic Hunter the Ancient Sword, cheesy 80s sci-fi B-movie name and all, has to offer. Anomos Studios also created the zombie wave shooter mutated virus on the Quest as well, and as good as that was for what it is, Bionic Hunter is a significant step up and in the right direction. Bionic Hunter is a wave shooter at its core, but there are some additions which could break up the potential monotony of just another wave shooter. Let's start with the story.
Hey Hunter, we can send you some combat robots to assist you in battle, but we can't pinpoint your location due to the static interference.
The story isn't great, but does add some much appreciated context. It seems your job is basically that of a monster hunter, and you're sent in by your team to eradicate planets of their monster inhabitants. And now you're stuck on this planet until you and your team can clear it out. That's what I got from this somewhat vague story, but what matters here isn't so much the story. It helps though. Like I said, it's not just you standing in place or roaming around clearing out waves and waves of creatures with zero explanation. When I first started this up, that's exactly what I was expecting though. But there's more. There are points throughout the game where you have missions. Missions that don't just include killing the savage creatures. The first one would be acquiring the Ancient Sword. That was the point I realized there was more here than simply clearing waves. I'll speak more on that later when I touch on the actual gameplay.
You found it. This sword was forged by the primordial Greek gods to fight the Titans, the gods of Olympus. They gifted it to their beloved children for their total devotion. This sacred power is now at your hands.
Let's talk sound. I love the score, and I think the soundtrack is perfectly suited. I'm no music lover, but I do know what works when. And this soundtrack is a part of what kept me invested. The voice acting also helped push this along. It was definitely B-movie tier, but not god-awful B-movie. And much like the music, it kept me entertained and invested.
We've got our eyes on you, soldier. Don't disappoint us.
The gun sounds, however, were a bit pew-pew. And by that I mean, that's really how a lot of the guns sound. And this is okay, I suppose, for laser guns, as I have no idea how such artillery should sound in real life anyway, but for things like the shotgun and the like, I would have wanted a bigger punch, if you get what I'm saying. All other sound effects worked well enough for me though. I just much prefer my guns to kick real hard in the sound department, that's all. Visuals. I've got to commend the developer Xenophon. He went hard on the character and gun models in Mutated Virus, and where those models are concerned, here in Bionic Hunter, he pulled no punches here either. The creatures are, like I said earlier, some truly disturbing sights to behold. From the regular sized ones, yeah, what's a regular sized monster anyway? But my point is, from the standard ones here to the towering behemoths that come at you, I'm going to have to say these creatures are well designed and thought out. When one of these freaks run up on you, well, let's just say, it's not for the faint of heart. I really do like the level of John Carpenter-like detail put into these things. While I suppose this game may not be classified as a horror game, as I've never actually heard anyone call games like Doom a horror game, there most certainly are some horrific things and experiences here, in abundance. And they're all well detailed. Watching this flat, you may not truly get what I'm saying, but I'm trusting the 4K 60 frames per second quality of this video will help bring it home for you. So, we're talking the character designs, the amazing weapon detail, and even your hands. A lot of care was put into pushing the Quest's graphical capabilities, and it shows in a very AAA kind of way. The environments, while nice to look at, are much like mutated virus though, not on par with the character and weapon models. Gameplay. This is where it gets interesting, and a bit unexpected. And this is why I say this game is one ambitious title, coming from a one-man development studio. Bionic Hunter is a pretty difficult game. Yeah, I know, difficulty is subjective, but here's where I'm coming from. Although I'm from the old school, where games personified difficulty, I got a bit spoiled and lazy over the decades. I've grown accustomed to games where you have infinite lives and continues. Here, Anomos Studios decided to do it old school. You have limited lives and continues. This alone sets you up for a hard time.
Soldier, I am happy you are still alive.
Once you get past the first couple waves, Bionic Hunter begins to show its true intent, and that's to make you sweat under that headset. The enemy comes at you fast and hard. Here's the thing though, Anomos Studios added balance, and a lot of it. You not only have heavy artillery strewn all over the maps, but you also have temporary power-ups and permanent upgrades in abundance. After finding the ancient sword, you may think cool, a really powerful melee weapon to add to the arsenal. But wait, there's more. So much more. The sword is cool and all, but when I got the Bionic Punch ability, that's when I knew I'd be playing this game for maybe years to come. The Bionic Punch allows you to not only hit these guys real hard, but it has rocket launchers, and these are really useful and easy to use. Permanent upgrades include not only the sword and the Bionic Punch with the hand rockets, but we've also got friendly robots and drones to back us up as well. Just call them in when available, much like you would in a game like Titanfall. The addition of these backup units do have me missing co-op though. The dev said he'd consider implementing it depending on the overall success of the game, which I perfectly understand, but co-op in a game like this, yeah, that would be undoubtedly an instant level up. Then we've got our temporary power-ups. These include a speed boost, an area damage attack, slow motion, a power boost for your sword, health pickups, and ammo, so you're sent into battle accordingly. Here's what I was saying about the occasional change of pace. Other than clearing the waves, you have missions to help you out. Example.
We have deployed 3 antennas, but it seems they are not working properly. Find them and repair them.
At one point early in the game, you had to repair 3 satellites in order to have your backup robots come online. So, like I said, it's not just mindless wave clearing. You've got other things at play here to keep you interested. Also, hit detection matters. Where you shoot or slice or punch an enemy makes a difference. So work on your aim and stack up them headshots. And if you're a really lousy aim like I am, then you can also turn on laser sights. This reduces your weapon's damage, but hey, like I said, the dev went for a more old school approach, but with balance. And this is a part of that balancing act I mentioned. There are also quite a few options you can play around with to more suit your playstyle. We have 4 different maps to choose from, and in order to unlock the next, you have to clear a certain amount of levels in the current map. We also have a decent weapon variety. So, other than the weak gun blasts, I only have a couple more peeves. When you strike with a sword or fists, it feels more Warhammer Age of Sigmar than, let's say, Until You Fall. It doesn't give you that feel of impact. It just feels like you're flailing at clouds. And the second problem I have would be the constant instructions popping up on screen. They're quite intrusive, hogs a lot of screen real estate, and serves as a huge distraction. If they only popped up once, I could live with that, but they pop up randomly and really do hinder my vision. Other than that though, this is an amazing indie Doom-styled game that I would encourage anyone who owns a Quest 1 or 2 to grab. It's not a very well-known game, but it deserves to be. It also deserves a place on the official Quest store, as so many lesser titles hold that prestigious spot. If you'd like to win a key for yourself, then hey, this is one channel that will never shake you down. I'm not gonna bribe you to support my channel with all that, all you have to do is like, comment, share, yada yada nonsense. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I have to bribe my viewers to support this channel, then I'd rather not have said support. It's really not that serious. All you have to do, and this is more for these hardworking developers who give me their games to review, just let me know what it is about this game that caught your eye, and boom, first come, first serve, Bionic Hunter, the Ancient Sword is yours. So that's pretty much it for this one. If you missed the giveaway, don't hesitate to grab a copy on App Lab or SideQuest. This game is priced below its value and guarantees hours of good times. When you play it, if it's your cup of tea, drop a positive review in the store. This really helps the developers out. And I don't know about you, but helping indie game developers to grow is what I'm about. Grab yourself a copy of Bionic Hunter and tell a friend. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. While you're at it, hit that notification bell for good measures. Also, if you're on the island, check out full episodes of the Lab Video Game TV on E+ TV. On the other hand, let's say I pissed you off with this one, then hey, the hate buttons aren't there for show. Dislike, unsubscribe, do you. Either way, I won't hold it against you. Our game is never over.
Good job, soldier. We won the battle, but not the war. The battle will continue.